Hi Internet, senior software photographer here, and today I'm gonna tell you about my gear and more importantly about pushing my gear to a limit. I don't own much money and photography and videography is not something that I'm making money with, so I keep my gear on a budget. So this is my camera. This is Sony 5100. I just put some gaff tape over the labels so nobody nobody knows my shame, let's say. So I bought it for like less than 500 bucks, I think. And actually, to make this video, I borrowed a smartphone from my wife. Yeah, so I because I don't have a second digital camera I can film with. And this is, by the way, the only autofocus lens I have. This is a kit lens. I use it to basically film all my videos and stuff like that. Or maybe when I'm really lazy, I also take photos with it, But that's not something important right now. The most important is like here, as you can see here, I use this simple windscreens to improve sound quality when I shoot outside, because wind just ruins the sound and then you cannot really recover it. But we are talking about the photography more and not really a video, so let's get into it. I first bought this camera and I actually didn't even think that I will adapt any lenses to it, but down the road I discovered that there are such things as speed boosters that you can buy. So I bought one. This is Lens Turbo 2. So this is a Canon FD to INEX mount that I bought to adapt all other lenses to this camera. Why I chose FD? Because FD has pretty much the closest flange distance, so I can use all other adapters to adapt other lenses. And Canon FD lenses are pretty cheap because nobody needs them. I mean, you cannot easily, as with Nikon lenses, use them on a digital camera, and this requires like an extra step. So this is why they're much cheaper than like Nikon lenses, for example. As being said, this is M42 to Canon adapter. So having this adapter mounted here, I can actually, wait a minute. I can now use all the M42 lenses, and this is my favorite. This is like 20 bucks, 135 1 to 2.8 aperture. And this lens is golden. I mean, in terms of portraiture, this is like must have. And it's like cheap as dirt. I can buy like 5 of them. And yeah, they all great, by the way. I had 2 of them. I bought one with fungus, I cleaned it and sold it back. So, but this one I keep, Then I also have, of course, I also have a Nikon adapter. And this is like a small pancake lens. Let's remove this one. So with this little ring adapter, I can use all the Nikon lenses, which is really good because I like Nikon lenses. So no problems with that. And this is pretty much it regarding the ring adapters I have. And this camera features focus picking mechanism, but it is so terrible. It actually confuses me more than helps me. When I try to use it, it always would tell me that everything is in focus, but in fact it wasn't. So I decided that I will rather disable it and focus manually. But to better nail this focus, it's better to have a viewfinder. And it's better to have a viewfinder not only to, to better focus, but also it's like a third point. So you have like one point here, touch point with the camera, the second touch point you hold your lens, and the third one you actually press your face against your camera, so camera is much more stable, and which is really important when you try to focus manually. But I don't have this, on this camera. So what I did, I bought this thingy that just snaps to the back of the camera, and then I have a little bit, let's say, magnification of the image, and I can press my face against this, rubber stuff, and and then camera doesn't move. And I used this setup to shoot children playing, and success rate was like really high, like 80% was in focus. So I think it's quite good. But the one problem with that on top there was a magnet. But the thing is that this is a flip screen, and this flip screen, it flips the image once it detects that it's all the way up. But how it detects that it's all the way up, it has a magnet here. Like magnet detector or whatever, I don't know, I'm not sure. But the thing is, once I snapped it here, it would always reverse the image, and it was extremely hard to focus because everything like upside down. It's even worse than a waist level viewfinder. So what I did, I removed magnet from here. As you can see, I just removed it, and then I also really wanted to keep this feature. And as you can see, I removed also this metal plate, the part from the top, to actually keep the flipping screen feature as well. So yeah, let's put together all the system I have right now, so I can demonstrate you. So lens turbo, then let's use this one, M42, then let's use the longest lens I have, which is 135 millimeters, and then bam, this is my setup, guys, and I really want to change it. And most probably I will go away from the Sony system. I'm considering Fuji, but then I think, okay, so will it be like that better? I mean, of course, the kit lens will be much better. I will have viewfinder and all-around better camera. I also will be able to adapt all the lenses I have. I, of course, going to need then replace the lens turbo with the Fuji mount or whatever. But then it's money, and I don't think I pushed this gear like to its limit yet. And this is the video about pushing the gear to its limit. I mean, as you can see, I tried really hard. I shoot in the manual mode, in full manual mode, guys. I switch ISO to manual as well. And not only ISO, I also use spot meter. So, I mean, yeah, tell me what you think, because I think I'm going like slightly mad with all the gear I have, and all those, workarounds, and maybe down the road I will just, sell half of it and just buy, one better camera with one lens and we'll use it, we'll see. But for now, this is the gear I have. And by the way, this is not, you know, the only gear I push to the limit. As I said, I had to borrow a smartphone from my wife because this is the smartphone that I have. This is LG Optimus like Duos, and you know, my daughter also already drew some stuff on it, and it's really old one, and it's not only old but also slow, and this also challenging when I even want to post something to Instagram, but I take these challenges. I mean, of course, if you're a professional, you would want everything just work and you don't want those additional challenges. But if you, like me, you a little bit on a budget, that may be, you know, a good New Year's resolution or stuff like that. Just don't buy new stuff. Just try squeeze every bit, like every last bit of juice you have in your stuff that you have. Of course, if you don't have anything, you have to buy something. But if you, for example, I already do have this camera, and I mean, of course, it overheats. It overheats when I shoot video, so I roughly have like 15 minutes cut, and of course, it's kind of a limitation. But I mean, I see it as like a creative limitation in a way. Maybe when I start earning more money with this stuff, or any money with this stuff, or I just have, you know, some free money. Anyways, it's not about the money, guys. It's not about the money. And yeah, I mean, again, thanks for watching and keep shooting. What do you shoot? Doesn't matter. Digital film, don't shoot people. See you next time.